This is Anderson Ben's podcast, episode 218, for Wednesday, March 1st, 2017. This is Brian.
This is Lisa, your favorite troublemaker.
That's the crazy one.
I like the dancing letters. Leave me alone. We're trying to pack for the Baltimore show, and so we're a little stressed, and all of a sudden, where'd the time go? And right before the camera came on, I'm making funny faces and nudging Brian and trying to dance in my chair.
I am completely doing all of this off the cuff, so I have like a blank slate. Like pretty much what we've said so far, that's pretty much what I have on my script.
We're good. We are packing for the Baltimore Pen Show. We leave today, like the worst day to leave.
It was 50-some degrees 2 days ago, no snow.
Gorgeous.
And
we came back from LA. I think we brought the weather with us. It was beautiful. And this morning we drove in and it was, one step away from a whiteout. So yet again, we're going to have to drive in the snow.
Yeah. Well, I expected 4+ inches of snow today. Stopping about the time we're going to pack the car.
Well, we like a challenge.
Yes,
we do.
I think so.
We skipped the Baltimore show last year because it was the very same weekend. It was the weekend before the Long Island show, and we've done that before. In fact, one year we did 3 shows back to back to back weekends.
No way.
We were dead.
Never
we were dead
again.
and not speaking by the end
Never
of it,
again.
practically. So.
Well, that was back in the basement days. Though.
Yes.
That was.
Yes. When we would drive in the Saturn Ion.
Was it in the Ion?
I think
year?
some of it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
So relatively speaking, I mean, that was still probably 3 tables.
Yeah.
But relatively little compared to what we bring today. Shoved it in the back of the trunk and in the back seat. But still, that was, you get home.
That was a lot.
You got 2 days and then you repack and you leave.
Yeah.
But, won't do that again.
Last year, we didn't do Baltimore, and we miss it. Bert Ozer from Bertram's Inkwell puts on a great show. Baltimore is, I like the show a little better now that it's out of downtown, so that you don't have the downtown traffic.
Yeah, out. As I recall, it's from 2 years ago was kind of a nice spot, and Bert does do, and Adam is there, one of his helpers.
We love Adam.
Those guys are great.
So it's a well-run show, well-organized, well-attended, so we're looking forward to being back. But it does mean, we just got back from LA a week and a half ago, and kind of over the weekend it was like, oh, I guess we should start packing soon.
Yeah, so we are playing procrastinator. We were here till 11:30 last night. Mm-hmm. We're not even half done.
Yeah, but the rest of it's pretty easy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so
for
I
you,
say, yeah.
But
we leave tonight, and the show, as always, has a number of good things going on. I know for vendors, one of the beautiful things about Bert's show is that he feeds you. So we have a nice hot breakfast on Saturday and Sunday. That's always nice. And there are seminars, a wide variety of vendors. It's the entry fee is not astronomical. It's just really a good, I think mid-level show is a good way to put it. It's not crazy busy like LA.
I call it a solid second-tier show.
Yep.
And 2 years ago at the Baltimore show was when I got my Sailor Food Day.
Ooh.
I recall that because Jimmy was on the wall behind us. I don't know where we're going to be this year.
Yeah.
No,
we're excited.
Yeah, it'll be nice. Our good friend Hugh and Carol are going to be there with Kanalea Pens. So if you've heard the buzz about them, they've been in Pen World.
Go stop by and see them.
They've got some really, really neat materials, and they're making their own. There's a lot of pen makers out there. And there's a lot of guys that are doing their own thing, and a lot of people using Yovo nibs, but they're using like stock materials that, and Hugh and Carol are making their own stuff, and that's so cool.
Yes. Very unusual to have your own rod stock made and then make your own pens. That's why with some companies, you see pens made from this manufacturer and that manufacturer, and they look almost identical because the material is the same
Yeah.
rod stock.
Yep.
So this is really an innovative company, great people, everything about their product is very well thought out.
Yeah, and Hugh makes everything by hand. There's no
Yes.
CNC lathe here. There's no program. He makes everything by hand, and it's just really cool stuff.
It is. Do you want one?
I can't decide which one I want. There was the one that the prototype he showed us, the one that we had dinner a couple years ago, was really cool.
Yeah.
It's got this really cool cap design. You got to check them out. They're really nice. They're going to be there, so I'm excited.
And they're really good friends of ours. We've been friends for years. Hugh's been on the podcast a couple times, so hoping that we can get together for dinner and just have kind of a double date. So there you go.
Yeah, so I know he's been working late because
I'm
I
sure.
sent him a text yesterday morning. I didn't get a reply back until this morning. So, but anyway, he was going to be there. You know, all the usual suspects, I think, are going to be there. But it's kind of a nice way to start. Let's thinking about spring,
Except for the drive.
except for the
Well,
drive.
the weather, yeah.
And the weather, but let's start thinking about spring, moving into the spring season. I think everybody here is pretty much ready. It's been fairly calm here, but
It's,
a lot of things in the works.
it'll be nice to be home for a month after Baltimore. April, we've got 2 shows. So those of you on the East Coast, you had Philly in January, now you have Baltimore. And then the first weekend in April is Long Island. So some people who we saw in Philly, we will see in Baltimore and Long Island. And then farther along in April is the Atlanta Pen Show. And then 2 weeks later is Chicago. They just keep rolling around. We like the travel, but it is nice to be home for a couple weeks and work with the team and get caught up on things here at home. We're trying to streamline some processes, so some of it's not quite so dependent on us, which is something we're looking forward to.
Yeah. So do we have any items we want to talk about? I'm totally off the cuff here.
We did-
We were working this morning. We're talking with creative about some certain ideas, and then we looked up and like, oh, it's 5 minutes too. We have to,
Time management, anybody need a job? I could use an administrative assistant. We did get in the new Field Notes utility, both the graph and the ledger. Those are cool. I don't even know what we've gotten in. We got in a box of Twisby, we've got in
New Organic Studios, Inc.
New Organic Studios Inks.
Those are in.
I know that we've got a boatload of paper blanks coming in. Exoclair will have some new Clairefontaine and Rhodia products up in the next week or so. That's all coming today, like 180 pounds of paper.
Pens? Any pens?
We got in more of the blades. Those were amazingly hot a couple weeks ago. We couldn't keep them in stock. That and the
That's a good little pen. It's
the Journal Sidekick pen holder that goes on your notebook.
Wait, did you steal my pen? You stole them. I had 2 on my desk yesterday.
I did.
Oh, you're there. You're there. These things are good little pens. They're nice looking. They're not. If you work in an office, you can keep it on your desk, and it's not a big deal. It's a huge amount of ink, and they're really nice writers.
Good smooth writers.
Which is not always the case. Usually, you can pick smooth writer, cheap and good looking, and you can pick 2 of the 3.
Right.
But this thing really hits it on all points, I think.
Well, and the nice thing is that, as the owners of a pen company, we have access to anything you want. But it's sometimes nice and refreshing to be able to rave about a $4.50 pen. It's not a gold nib. It's not $300. It's just a good little writer.
Yeah. You know what's coming soon, and
Tell me.
I don't like to talk about what's coming soon, but since I don't have anything written down, we got some sailors coming in that we thought were discontinued.
Oh, yes.
We were led to believe were discontinued. Pro Gear Slims in transparent colors. So there was a pink, there's an orange, and there's my favorite, the green. They discontinued them in the full size, but they still have them in the slim. So, and some of you saw those for a very brief period of time in LA on Sunday. They're great looking pens. They're the slim size, so they're shorter, 14 karat nibs, but those are coming. We'll have those back in stock, and solid looking pen, solid performing pen. I'm excited about that because I thought it was nice to have something different.
Are you getting a green one?
No, I like the full size. We sold the last green full size, and I didn't take it. So, one of these days, maybe we got a green full size. Let me know.
Now, one thing that we should mention, we did officially receive notice that the Pilot Con 20 converter, the squeeze converter, has been discontinued. And eventually, the Con 50 will be discontinued as well. The Con 40 is now available. It's on the way to us. We should have it the next day or two. But if you want a Con 50, grab a couple now. I don't know how long until those are gone. But we placed a big order so that we could stock up. I know a lot of people like the Con 50. The one nice thing about the Con 40, which we had managed to get an early.
A year and a half,
Yeah.
over a year ago. Yeah, about a year ago now.
The nice thing is that it's the only converter that fits into the E95S.
If you want a piston, the E95S comes with that Con 20, but you can get a piston converter for your E95,
Which is great.
Now there has been some talk ever since the Con 40 was announced last year about how the Con 40's got less capacity than the Con 50, and I think according to our measurements, it's 0.02 milliliters.
Like not even a drop.
So
Don't leak out.
I guess yes, it's less capacity, but you can never get a converter completely full anyway unless you fill it with a syringe. So
Don't worry.
yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
But just so you know, so we've got the Con 40s on the way. I think they're on the site. I'm not sure. I have to check. And whatever Con 20s we have, that's, I believe, all that we have, although I'm working on maybe getting a couple more.
You know what's coming this week?
While we're gone?
While we're gone, but also while we're at the show. So the folks at the show
Oh,
will be able
this
to
is
get
huge.
it. We talked about it a little bit, I think, last
Exciting.
week. Aurora Blue Black ink, which looks really nice. I know it's blue black. Some of you are thinking that's really boring.
It's a pretty color.
It's not bad.
It's different.
It's nice. So that is coming this week. I believe it's scheduled to arrive on Friday.
Yes.
We will have it at the show probably Friday.
So if you're in Baltimore and you want some, stop by. We will have some.
And I think pretty much, I was talking with Carrie yesterday, their allocation is completely spent.
Okay.
Because we asked for more, and he said, well, I don't know if, I'll see what we can do. And, but we'll have some here at the store, we'll have some at the show, so it is available, and it's gonna be the same great, same great characteristics that you've come to enjoy about Aurora Black or Aurora Blue. I mean, Aurora makes really one of the best inks
Yes.
out there for your pen. So that's coming this week. And just because I love this pen, I'm going to show this little image here. Let us not forget about our good friend, the Sailor 1911 Fresca.
I love that color. That's such a great departure for Sailor from some of the darker colors. It's really pretty.
I believe we have a shot of this pen with the Tiffany box because there were some people that were asking, how does it compare to the Tiffany box? And we have a Tiffany box here somewhere. And we had the guy shoot it, and we'll see what, I don't know when that's going up, but I think it's going up sometime this week. We're going to have a little picture shoot of that. So you can compare it. It's close. It's not exactly the same, but it's close.
It'll help give you an idea of color if you're familiar with the Tiffany blue.
You know, if you're going to give your spouse a Tiffany box, you might as well give them a Fresca. So anyway.
There you go. Or one or the other.
Anyway, I just happen to have that ready, so why not? What else we got this week? I'm looking at the list here.
You know, we're going to have dead silence while I think.
We're gonna have I can just yammer
There you
on.
go. Just hammer on.
Shalanas.
Shalana's, now, have they been discontinued?
You know, I've heard mixed reviews, but I do believe they have. I spoke with one person who said they were discontinued. I spoke with another person who said that they were discontinued in Japan, but they were maybe only being made in the United States. But I think the official view is they are done. We have a number of them. I actually have one on my desk here, and no, I'm not keeping it. But it's the cutest little pen.
Skinny, very skinny.
It's the thinnest pen on the market. Comes with a gold extra fine only nib. And what the best part is it comes with the converter. That's so awesome.
We should measure how many drops that thing holds.
It doesn't hold much.
It's tiny.
You know, you complained about the Con 40. This thing it holds less, but it's cute. It's a little pull. It's very well made, and the pen comes with a cute little leather pouch.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it comes with a little leather pouch, kind of a burgundy-ish single leather pen case, and it slides in there nice. It comes with a couple cartridges. It's a cute pen. They're really neat. If you're going to be in Baltimore, stop by the show. We're going to have a couple. I mean, you got to at least look at them. I mean, if it's too small for most people. But
it is.
You got to see this. It's really a work of art. So
I think that's it. When we come back from Baltimore, just a busy month of March. We're doing a new Google walkthrough of the store, so we're excited about that.
means we got to clean.
Well, yeah. All right, not
Well,
so
it's been
exciting.
what 3 years almost
Yes.
since we did it originally. And
Store looks very different.
yeah, it's different, and we've got the same photographer who was fantastic. He came in, but be on the lookout for that in a few weeks. We'll mention when it's up, but
Right.
it's really a cool technology. You can walk through the store and you can see what's going on. And I think we're going to do it a little bit bigger this time so that you can stop literally
More stops.
in front of every case, and so you can look and see what's in the cases.
Sort of like shopping.
Yes.
Let's see, Kim, our marketing director, has been doing some videos, so look for those on the blog and on social media. The creative team has been having a ton of fun with that, and we've gotten some great feedback. So kudos to them for being creative, and just, it's fun when we're driving to shows to see all these cute little things we had no idea was going on.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
pop
It's
up.
really,
Yeah.
you know, it's solid information, but you know, it's fun too. And
Yeah.
we got to remember sometimes this is, you know, pens, ink, and paper. This is just all fun. It's not, you know, it's serious business, but it
Doesn't all have to be like
doesn't have
corporate
to be.
ease. It can be fun.
It can be fun too. So you can have a little enjoyment, 20-second video for your day, and there
you
we
go.
go. So.
I think that's it. We're going to go
That's it.
pack, try and finish that, and get on the road. Wish us luck getting through Chicago in the snow. And just Brian, I guess the other thing is Brian joined Instagram.
Oh yeah.
So we each have a personal
I'm getting a
account.
little grief for that around here.
We each have our own personal account now, and so it's kind of a little mini travel blog of, you know, where we go, what we see, what we eat, kind of things. But feel free to follow us and comment.
And I think you're Lisa Anderson.
Lisa
Pens,
Anderson Pens.
And I'm Brian Anderson Pens. So,
There you go.
I mean, it's pretty simple, but
Yep.
we're gonna explode. I might hit like double digits after the
It's
podcast.
just fun. You know, there were some things that I wanted to, like pictures of food and stuff I wanted to take a picture of and post, and I was outvoted by some of our staff that it doesn't really go on the company page, so now it goes on the personal stuff, and so just kind of tune in and see what it's like to live on the road.
Right. I think that's about it for
Yep.
this week. Thanks for joining us, and hopefully see y'all in Baltimore. If not, let's tune in next week for more talk about pens, ink, and paper.
Pens, ink, and paper, that's fun stuff. Follow the blog for news, ink reviews, cool little videos, and all sorts of other stuff. And check us out on social media as Anderson Pens.
Have a good day, everyone.
Bye.